What if a 4-year-old boy came back from surgery and told you exactly what you were doing while he was on the operating table? What if he described people he had never met, places he had never seen, and experiences that no child his age could possibly make up? That's exactly what happened to one family in a small town in Nebraska, and it changed their lives forever. Today we're talking about heaven is for real. Todd Burpo is your everyday kind of guy. He's a pastor, a garage door repairman, a volunteer firefighter, doing whatever he can to provide for his wife Sonia and their kids. Life isn't glamorous, but it's good. Faith is at the center of everything they do. But as we all know, even the most faithful people go through seasons that shake them to their core, and Todd's moment was coming. It starts with little Colton, just 4 years old, getting seriously sick. What seemed like a stomachache turns out to be a ruptured appendix that had already been going undetected for days. The situation is critical. Colton is rushed into emergency surgery, and his parents are left in that waiting room that every parent dreads, helpless, terrified, and praying harder than they ever have in their lives. Miraculously, Colton survives. But what he says afterward, nobody was prepared for. Over the following weeks, Colton starts saying things that make his parents freeze. He tells his dad he saw him praying alone in the hospital chapel during the surgery. He describes meeting a great-grandfather who died long before Colton was born, and gets details right that he had no way of knowing. He talks about sitting with Jesus, seeing angels, and witnessing things straight out of Scripture, all with the calm, matter-of-fact confidence that only a child can carry. No dramatics. No embellishment. Just a little boy sharing what he saw as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Now here's where the story gets really interesting, because you might expect a pastor to immediately celebrate this. But Todd struggles. Sharing his son's experience publicly starts to divide his congregation. Some people are moved. Others are skeptical. His marriage feels the tension. And Todd himself, a man who has preached faith his whole life, finds himself asking the hardest question of all: do I really believe this? It's one thing to preach about heaven from a pulpit. It's another thing entirely when heaven shows up at your kitchen table. If you've seen Heaven is for Real, I'd love to know what you thought. Drop it in the comments below. And if you haven't watched it yet, it's absolutely worth your time, especially if faith, family, and the big questions of life resonate with you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.